What's going on, guys? Bringing you another After Pulse video. Going to be discussing whether or not you should build the Hydra 860 Tiger Edition. I just have a few of these left. I know it's getting kind of late. The Tiger sale is actually almost over. I'm just recording these on the 13th, and I believe the sale ends on the 14th, so not much time left at all. But some of you guys might have Tiger weapons stockpiled. You know, it's not very easy leveling up weapons and evolving them, so you might have a collection of 4-star, 5-star, 6-star Tiger weapons, whatever it may be, and you might be wondering which ones to level up, so I will still post the remaining videos. Just got the Hydra 860 Charlie, then we'll have the Izu G, and we'll have the LSM7, so I'll get those out as soon as possible. I know it's not the most popular series, but I know some people do enjoy this little mini series, so I like making it for myself. You know, I like having this reference out there, even just for myself to reference, so I'll definitely make this series the remaining 3 videos. So without further ado, here is the Hydra 860 Charlie. Just on my wiki here, After Pulse, in-game equipment and environments, weapons, shotgun, Hydra 860 Charlie. Just got pictures on this page. Got the regular edition, the Charlie edition. It is a Charlie edition, which I just said, which means it is available from 4 stars and higher. There's no such thing as a 3-star, 2-star, or 1-star Hydra 860. But there's the 4-star level 1. Don't have a 4-star maxed yet. There's the 5-star, 5-star maxed. There's the 6-star. Don't have a 6-star maxed yet, but we do have a 7-star and a 7-star maxed. I'm a big fan of the 7-star camo. Love the way it looks. You guys know me by now. Jeez, I can't even talk. It's getting late again. You know, I'm a fan of the camos. I'm a fan of simple, over flashy. So this gun is totally my style. And then we got the Tiger Edition. Once again, 4 stars and higher here. Pretty basic at 4 stars. Then 5 stars start to get a little more of the Tiger flashiness. Then 6 stars, you know, you get this, I don't know, underbelly and the butt end there, a little colored in, but don't have a 6-star max, don't have 7-star, don't have a 7-star maxed. Not sure if anybody's built the 7-star this guy yet. I haven't seen any pictures of it. And we just had the shotgun event earlier, I think like a week prior to this recording, if I remember correctly. I don't even know, but anyways, we will compare the 6-star level 1 since we got both of those. So this will be pretty easy since there's only one Hydra 860 skinned edition. This is the first time it has been skinned, and the Hydra has never been buffed, so this picture here, the 860 Charlie edition, is definitely relevant. So portability the same, damage is going to be different. Looks like rate of fire is actually different. It looks like it's lowered on the Tiger edition. Accuracy higher on the Tiger, that's what we would expect. Stability, range, and ammo the same, and obviously durability the same. So the boosts on this guy are very similar to the AGL 660 Tiger, which increased the damage, lowered the rate of fire, and increased the accuracy. And so they did lower rate of fire, which is very, very concerning. But I think they had to lower rate of fire to keep it a little bit balanced. You know, there's obviously some reason they did that, right? I think with damage so high, I think they're trying to get it under a certain threshold or something. You know, I don't know exactly. I think a lot of it could be balanced. A lot of the weapons could be balanced based on damage per second, and so maybe with a faster rate of fire, maybe the damage per second gets above a certain threshold that would make this weapon extremely OP, so maybe they're trying to limit that. I don't exactly know, but that is very concerning. As you've heard me say time and time again, rate of fire dominates this game. So until I made this video, which is why I said I want to make this video even for my own sake, you know, it's not that I don't care if anybody watches it, but, you know, even if nobody did watch it, I would still make this video for myself just to have the record, because I didn't really look at this before. I didn't realize the Hydra Tiger had a lower rate of fire. That's pretty vital info in my opinion, and it is very concerning. The rate of fire is very slow on the Hydra. You see 476, 480. You know, obviously that's a tiny difference. So you get into the discussion: does it even make a difference in gameplay, right? You know, they obviously did it for a reason, so maybe it does, but it's really hard to say, right, without knowing the exact, you know, algorithm in the game, right? But just based on the idea that rate of fire is king, that's a very concerning change. So we'll keep that in mind as we go through. You know, overall, I've heard a lot of people say that the Hydra 860 is a beast, the Tiger Edition. A lot of people, pretty much everyone who's gotten one, was very impressed with it during the shotgun event. And you know, you got to remember, like, you could hear that and be like, oh, I want a Hydra 860 Tiger, right? But I mean, anyone with a Hydra 860 Charlie is going to be like, dude, this gun's a beast. This gun can one-shot anybody, you know, whatever, right? And they're going to be like, this gun is incredible. And so what's the difference between the Charlie and the regular and the Tiger Edition? You know, I think this is the same story as the AGL 660 Tiger. You know, I think the skinned edition is probably better. You know, let's just say rate of fire is the same because it's close enough. And so given that, this is basically a Hydra with more damage and more accuracy. So obviously, just stats wise, that's going to be better. And then, well, I should mention, focused on easing your continuous movement, they also have better move accuracy, and I have obviously read that in past videos in this series. But since I made those videos, there was a Gameville After Pulse open lobby on their twitch.tv channel, and in chat, one of the guys, whoever that grave guy is, if that's like Obed or something, I don't know the guy's names or anything, but I think he answered, I asked the question, is that something built into the game mechanics as opposed to strictly being this accuracy stat here? You guys have heard me, you know, discuss that in past videos in this series. And he said that it was built into the game mechanics, so this is something that's going to make you more accurate while on the move. This better move accuracy, you're going to be more accurate while on the move, and it's not something you're going to see in the stats. So that's a huge bonus that was confirmed by them. You know, take it for what it is. I think it's reliable enough to believe that, and to, you know, I can say that with enough confidence now after hearing that. So that could be a significant boost. But then again, the Hydra doesn't really miss a lot of shots, so it's, you know, it's a really tough debate. You know, I think at the end of the day, I would not burn a Hydra 860 Tiger. If you have one, even if you just have one 4-star, I would hold on to it. You know, even the 4-star is definitely capable of one-shotting kills, one-shotting enemies. So definitely, I would say do not burn your Hydra 860 Tigers. But if you have a Hydra 860 Charlie, I wouldn't empty your piggy bank to get the Tiger Edition. I wouldn't build, if you have both of them, I wouldn't spend all your time and resources making a 7-star Tiger Edition. You know, if you have a 6-star Charlie Edition already, you know, I would focus on building other weapons. And then if you have every other weapon you could possibly want, then maybe say, okay, let's build this Hydra 860 Tiger. You know, other than that, you know, you could build it for bragging rights or just because you think it looks cool, whatever, right? But, you know, essentially, we'll say the rate of fire is the same, so just stats-wise, you know, it's better than the Hydra 860 Charlie, and then it's got this better move accuracy, which is in the game mechanics. You won't see it reflected in the stats, but that could be potentially a big bonus, especially for shotgun events, where you're running around pretty much the whole time. And then, you know, just saying, if you have the Charlie Edition, I wouldn't stress over the Tiger Edition. You know, I think the Charlie Edition, just like the AGL 660 Charlie, is more than good enough. So I think that sums it up. Hopefully that helps some of you guys out there. And like I said, you know, I like making these videos just for my own sake. You know, I'm learning as I go through discussing this, you know. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're building a Hydra 860 Tiger, if you got a Charlie edition, if you think it's good enough, you know, anything you want to say about these guys, let me know. And I will be back very shortly with the remaining videos on the Izuji Tiger and the LSM7 Tiger. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you subscribe for more After Pulse videos. I do have daily After Pulse videos, if not more than daily. You know, we're at quite a few videos nowadays, and just over 500 subscribers. Hopefully we can keep it growing. Thanks to everybody for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by as always. I will catch you on the next video. That was an awkward outro, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks, guys.